North Yorkshire has its own world-famous Neolithic monument. Often called the Stonehenge of the North, it's known as the Thornborough Henges. Imagine 3 enormous circular arenas, made of nothing but earth, built on a raised plateau above the River Ure. And imagine they weren't just dull brown rings, but bright white monuments built to be seen from far away. Thornborough Henges are a major Neolithic ritual complex near the village of Thornborough in North Yorkshire, England. The monument contains 3 huge circular earthworks called henges seated on the plateau above the river. Each circle is roughly the size of a large stadium footprint, about 250 metres across, and they're not crowded together like one single project. They're spaced out enough that each henge feels like its own stage, but close enough to feel like part of one connected ceremonial system. Here's what makes Thornborough especially striking. Evidence and interpretation suggest the banks were once coated with gypsum. Freshly built, that means the henges likely looked intensely vivid, towering, bright, and highly visible across the landscape. In other words, the monument wasn't meant to blend in. It was meant to command attention, creating enclosure, occasion, and awe. Thornborough isn't just 3 circles. It sits inside a wider prehistoric ritual landscape. That matters because it suggests planned ceremonial use over a long period. More like a place people return to than a project that was built once and forgotten. Archaeologists date the main construction activity to the Neolithic, with continued use and later activity into the early Bronze Age. A long timeline like that implies repetition, visiting, remembering, and reinterpreting. The strongest ideas about Thornborough's purpose is ceremonies and funerary related rituals. The massive enclosures, prominent entrances, and carefully shaped earth point to public gatherings and symbolic events, not everyday life. People would have experienced the site as an arranged ceremonial world, guiding movement through meaningful space. Thornborough survives mainly as earthwork archaeology. The original visual impact, especially those bright white banks, has faded over thousands of years, but the idea remains powerful. Early communities could shape awe-inspiring landscapes with earth, planning and time, turning the countryside into a lasting stage for ritual.